If you're wondering how to withdraw from your IRA before 5912 without paying the 10% penalty, you're in the right place. There are ways to tap into those funds early, and I'm going to break it down so you can make an informed decision about how to access your savings penalty-free when you need it most. Before we dive in, if you're serious about protecting your wealth in the next 2 weeks, click the first link in the description to get a free gold IRA guide. Thousands of Americans are using gold IRAs to safeguard their savings, and it could be the right move for you as well. It's a smart strategy to help keep your retirement secure. Now let's talk about withdrawing from your IRA early. Typically, you can't take money out of your IRA before 5912 without facing that dreaded 10% penalty. But there are exceptions. I'll walk you through some of these exceptions and show you how to avoid the penalty legally. First, let's talk about the first-time homebuyer exception. If you're planning to buy, build, or rebuild your first home, you can withdraw up to $10,000 from your IRA without the penalty. You will still pay taxes on that withdrawal, but the 10% early withdrawal penalty is waived. Just keep in mind, this exception only applies once in your lifetime. Next, if you're facing IRA disability, you can also access your IRA funds without penalty. This is a great option for those who become permanently disabled before reaching 5912. If this applies to you, it's crucial to get proper documentation from your doctor to back up your claim for the penalty waiver. Another important exception is higher education expenses. If you or a family member needs funds for college, you can withdraw from your IRA penalty-free to pay for tuition, fees, books, and even room and board. Again, you'll still have to pay income tax on the withdrawal, but the 10% penalty won't apply. This can be a game changer for those needing funds for education costs. Let's move on to substantially equal periodic payments, SEP. This one's a little more complex, but if you're willing to commit to a fixed series of withdrawals based on your life expectancy, you can avoid the penalty. The catch here is that once you start, you need to continue withdrawing for at least 5 years or until you reach 5912, whichever comes later. If you stop before that, you'll face the penalty on all previous withdrawals, so this strategy requires some careful planning. Now, let's talk about medical expenses. If your medical expenses exceed 7.5% of your adjusted gross income, you can use your IRA funds to cover those costs without the penalty. This could apply if you're facing major medical bills or need to cover treatments not fully covered by insurance. Lastly, if you're faced with an IRS levy, you can also withdraw your IRA funds without penalty. An IRS levy is a legal seizure of your assets to pay for back taxes. If you find yourself in this situation, this exception could help you avoid additional financial strain. If you're thinking about withdrawing from your IRA before 5912, these are your main options to avoid the 10% penalty. But here's the thing, while these exceptions are helpful, they still require careful planning, and there's always a risk of missing out on the tax advantages of keeping your money in the IRA. If you're looking for a safer, more flexible way to protect your wealth in retirement, gold IRAs are an option worth exploring. Not only can they help you avoid market volatility, but they offer tax advantages that could make them an ideal solution for many retirees. If you've got 100K or more in your IRA or 401K, or even 5M plus in savings, this is especially relevant for you. Take the time to check out the free gold IRA guide in the description and see why so many Americans are making this move. It could be the difference between a stable future and an uncertain one. So, to recap, there are ways to withdraw from your IRA before 5912 without the 10% penalty, including first-time homebuyer exceptions, medical expenses, and even disability, among others. But if you're serious about long-term wealth protection, especially if you're nearing retirement, gold IRAs offer one of the best ways to secure your future. If you're looking for guidance on how to make the most of your retirement savings, again, click the first link in the description for your free gold IRA guide. It's a smart move for anyone with 100K plus in their IRA or 401K, or more than $5 in savings, so don't miss out on this opportunity. Thanks for watching and take control of your retirement today.